How do you actually value Bitcoin? Like, how do you arrive at a number between 1 and 2 trillion? I know that Cathy Wood, for example, they have a price target of 1.5. They just lowered it to 1.2 trillion. How do you arrive at those numbers?
Yeah, 100%. I think Metcalfe's law is interesting. We have a price target here at Bitwise of 1.3 million by 2035. So that's where we think it's going over the next decade. The way we get to it is we take a total addressable market approach, which is by which I mean we look at the size of the markets it's going after. So just to narrow down to one, it's not the only thing Bitcoin's doing, but one thing it's doing is it's offering an alternative to gold. Okay, let's think about that market. Today, gold's a $27 trillion market, Bitcoin's a $2 trillion market, so it has about 8% market share. The way you would value Bitcoin is you make two projections over the next 10 years. Over the next 10 years, how big will this store of value market be? And this is the mistake many investors make because the store of value market is getting bigger. Actually, believe it or not, gold was a $2 trillion asset 20 years ago. The gold market has 10x. So the store of value market is growing like 6 or 7% a year. So you take the existing market, you grow it another 6 or 7% a year for the next 10 years. Okay, now you have your total addressable market. And then you say, how much of that market will Bitcoin take? Right now, it's 8%. In our projections, we think it'll get to 25%. Now, I think that's pretty conservative. I actually think Bitcoin may be bigger than gold in 10 years, but let's just assume it's 1/4 the size of gold, 1/3. So gold is 75% of the market, Bitcoin is 25. If gold is 75 and Bitcoin is 25, and the market continues to grow the way it has for the last 20 years, Bitcoin mathematically is 1.3 million. And that's how we arrive at the future target. And then how do you get to the price target today? You do what you do in all finance, which is you discount that backwards. So what is the appropriate discount rate? Is it 5%? Is it 10%? Is it 20%? And then you work backwards to your price target. When we do that, we see Bitcoin is significantly undervalued today. And for a long-term buy and hold investor, I think 1.3 million in 2035 is pretty conservative. And that's like a fantastic return, right? That is, a 15x over the next 10 years. That's a life-changing return. And I think that's the kind of return that's possible using, again, very rational assumptions, just the same thing happening, which is the market growing and Bitcoin getting an increasing share. That happens for another 10 years. That's where you end up.